Easy. Ooh.
Oh! Yes! No! No, are you serious? No!
Oh no! I wish my boombox on the red show.
That's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for, bro. Boomerang! Good eye, Mike! Good eye, Mike!
Hail Mary from deep.
Oh my god! Of all the things that did not need to exist, of all the things that basically just spawned from the ether, and I wish it would have never existed, Space Jam: A New Legacy. And I know that there's people out there who like this film. If you like this film, all on you. I cannot stand this film. I cannot stand what it is trying to put out there. Here's the thing. I legit laughed at this very few times. It managed to squeeze a thing like 3 to 4 laughs out of me. And I'm a giggly bitch. I cannot help myself. But dear God, I cannot tell you how much I was like sitting there watching this film and I just wanted to be somewhere else. I was just like, oh my God, we're still here. And the movie's not even that long. That's the thing. There are some movies that feel ridiculously long. For instance, let's see here. Space Jam: A New Legacy. Space Jam: A New Legacy is approximately... Oh my God, it's actually almost 2 hours long. It's an hour and 55 minutes. It's literally like almost 2 hours long. Whereas Space Jam, the original, was 88 minutes. And it was very here's what you say. Have your detractors about it, whatever you want to say. Yeah, I have my gripes about it, but there's no getting around the fact that this film, the original, was marginally better. And I mean, the music, the animation, some of the jokes, it was altogether just a more well put together film. And then there's the new one, which is just like trying so damn hard when it doesn't have to. And I know there's gonna be people out there say, "Oh, you just hate LeBron and you just like Michael Jordan." It's like, oh no. Here's the thing. I give LeBron props. LeBron James is arguably within the last 15 years is the greatest basketball player that's out there. King James. He has earned his right. He is the best right now. And as far as it's concerned, he's probably going to go down as the all-time scoring champ because he's still performing really, really well even though he's almost 40. I guarantee you he'll hit 40 years old. He'll have passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the greatest scorer in NBA history. He'll probably hit 40,000 points. I'm not joking. He will probably hit 40,000 points if he keeps going the rate that he's going. But that being said, I mean, he's got 4 rings right now. That already puts him on like a pantheon of greatness. But in my humble opinion, would LeBron James fare better in the league that Michael Jordan was in? The one that was not very heavily reliant on threes. The ones that were the defenses were crushing. I look at the defenses that some teams had back then. You know, the Cleveland Cavaliers early on, like in the late 80s, early 90s, with Ron Hart when they had Ron Harper, and then also I look at teams like the New York Knicks, who John Starks, Patrick Ewing, just absolute beasts in the middle. Just crushing defenses. And then you had the Detroit Pistons, who literally had a set of rules called the Jordan rules. And anytime they played against Michael Jordan, they implemented them. You want to know what one of those infamous rules were? If he gets in the paint, hit him. That's the thing. If he takes off, clip his legs. That's the. I looked at the highlights that the Pistons had against Michael Jordan. Bill Laimbeer, Dumars, Mahorn, Isaiah Thomas, Dennis Rodman, all of them just brutally beat up on Mike. And they did that with all the other teams as well, but they specifically went after Mike, simply because of just who he is. And I don't think LeBron would fare as well in that league as Mike did. Am I saying that Mike's a better player? I think Mike in today's game would find new ways to score. I think Mike has a more tenacious mindset, whereas LeBron has, I think, in terms of natural gifts. I mean, being as big as he is, as strong as he is, and as fast as he is, the dude is a literal talk about I've said this before. There are humans that defy the mold. You seek the mold, and the mold of an athlete that is a great athlete and could go on to do great things with the right training and everything. But then you look at their literal the ones that break the mold and literally become the new standard. 6'8", 6'9", 250 pounds, solid as a brick shithouse, fast as a Kentucky thoroughbred, an absolute and a good mindset for the game, a great mind. I think Bill Burr has one of the best lines. It's just well, anytime a white player makes a great play, it's called a smart move, and then whenever a black player makes a smart play or makes a play, they call that an athletic move. And it's here was his explanation. He's just well, here's the thing. Whenever you read a defense, black or white, that's an intelligent move, but most players can't take off from the fucking foul line, jump high over 9 other people and then slam it home. I mean, you don't have all the other 9 people on the ground going, fuck, why didn't I think of that? No. And that's LeBron. LeBron's literally one of them dudes. And so was Mike. Mike, I think, was he was already a great athlete, but that tenacity and his will to be better than everybody else is what drove him to be the best. It wasn't his gifts. And he had plenty of gifts. I mean, 6'6", a very light and nimble 210 to 215 pounds, and just a great shooter, great defender. Again, here I am talking about basketball on an animated film starring Bugs Bunny. And, yeah, I gotta be honest, I can't wait to see what Doug thinks of this, because I remember seeing Doug's original review of this back when Blip.tv was still a thing. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Blip? Back before YouTube bought them out. God, dude, that sucked. Yeah, again, competition. The lack of it is baffling to me. Anywho, so yeah, Space Jam: A New Legacy by the Nostalgia Critic. Let's see what Doug's got to say. Here we go.
This episode brought to you by Stamps.com. Why go to the store to get stamps when you can have them printed right at home for your convenience? Also brought to you by Chime. Bing. The award-winning app and debit card that can save you money today. And don't forget to check us out this weekend at Grand Rapids Comic-Con. Hope to see you there.
Everyone, I'm probably going to be going to PAX this year, so yeah, y'all look out for me there.
Let me triple check this again. You two made a children's movie. Oh, yes.
I'm surprised it took us this long, honestly.
Did you two have any desire to make a children's movie?
Of course not.
No, but we love taking money from kids.
What, did you get tired of robbing them outside of candy stores?
Don't be absurd.
We could never get tired of that.
This just seemed like a better way to do it on a grand scale. All right, well, show us the trailer so we can get this over with.
Ladies and and gentlemen,
There's no ladies here, but keep going.
prepare yourself for the biggest hit of the summer.
For years, Hollywood has tried to create the ultimate blockbuster, but they sucked balls at it. Really thinking of the kids, huh?
As long as they're thinking about us, we don't care.
Now, witness
Still
the next
sucks balls
evolution
in a
in
lot of
cinematic entertainment. Commercial, the movie.
Wow, they just said it.
For centuries, storytellers have challenged you with strong characters and ideas. Well, that was stupid. We're just giving you things you like, doing things you like.
Oh no, SpongeBob has been encaged by Dr. Doofenshmirtz's Cageinator.
I gotta use my Batman gun to fire Batmans.
Wow.
It's a little funny.
Oh, look, Queen Elsa drink magic Starbucks and is gigantic.
Optimus Prime did her breakdance to snap her out of it.
Oh no! It's raining Marios eating Happy Meals.
Seriously?
Like, what? It's creatively soulless. Say Aunt Despair, who's now an Arthur toy.
Yes, Uncle Wise, who's now a Nike shoe.
Can I say there's a streaming platform where you can watch all of these characters right now?
Legally, I don't think we can.
Okay, I won't mention it.
But if we could, what would be on it?
Probably all the X-Men surfing with dinosaurs from the Jurassic Park.
Critic, I thought you spoke out against stuff like this.
I do.
I thought you were sick of manipulative bullshit for kids.
I am.
Then why are you having fun with this?
What else would I expect from them? Media and advertising go hand in hand like awkwardness in current Super Bowl commercials. Some are able to work with it and turn in some amazing films
Yes.
like The Lego Movie or Wreck-It Ralph. And some of these really fell flat like The Wizard or Mac and Me. But then you have those weird ones in between, the ones that are so obviously an ad, but they do it in such a creatively pandering way, not even hiding the fact that it's an ad, that you can't help but have fun with them. Wizard and Mac and Me are funny now, but back then they didn't even entertain their target audience when they came out. Movies and shows like Transformers, G.I. Joe, Power Rangers were all designed clearly just to sell toys, but gave their demo.
You forget the main one that literally was bought to sell toys. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh my god.
The graphic exactly what they wanted. The same can be said about the original Space Jam. I made it no secret I couldn't get into this film, but I think I was too old to have it resonate with me. I just wasn't the right demographic. Since then, the film has been regarded as not good, but a perfect time capsule of 1996 trying to sell you 1996. So why should it be a shock that the second one is the most 2021 time capsule trying to sell you 2021?
If its mission was to make me want to shoot myself in the head, it succeeded.
Space Jam: A New Legacy got ripped apart by critics, but the general public seemed to enjoy it fine. And surprisingly, I can
yourself.
see why. The same way I praise Ninja Turtles or He-Man for being obvious but awkwardly charming commercials of the time, the same goes for the follow-up to one of the most famous cinematic advertisements in history. The difference is, they double down on it, making the jokes either get legitimate laughs for how little they're hiding their advertising, or unintentional
God.
laughs for how hilariously cringy they are. The difference between these cringy laughs and Mac and Me's cringy laughs? I don't think this movie cares why you're laughing, just as long as you're laughing. It's like watching a desperate clown outside a car wash suddenly be given a multi-million-dollar budget to do the exact same thing. You know it's an ad, but he's still going all out and trying anything to entertain you. Even when it doesn't work, you still strangely admire him. In fact, sometimes
No.
you admire him more when it doesn't work, because he's giving it his all with these limitations, having no idea if it'll succeed.
No, I don't agree with that. Limitations. Look, here's the thing. There's a way to write this to make it smart. They didn't make it smart. There's a way to write this to make it engaging. They didn't make it engaging. This literally made me it made my it made my brain want to leave my head.
So yeah, I'm weirdly defending this awkward sellout for being the most entertaining awkward sellout it could be. And given its starting
No.
point, I don't think the makers of this have a problem with that. So, as long as we can acknowledge an entertaining ad is still clearly an ad.
And now, Chase from Paw Patrol versus One Punch Man. Congratulations, you win the country of Coca-Cola.
I could use a Pepsi.
Let's take a look at Space Jam: A New Legacy.
All right, my shift's not over till 9, so tell Coach C I'm gonna be a few minutes late picking you up.
Sorry, I accidentally put in he got game. No, this is weirdly how the film opens, looking more like a gritty independent film which honestly matches the wheel of random tones that spun throughout the entire flick. This is young LeBron James back in 1998, who can't keep his mind in the game and is instead drawn to the Looney Tunes on his Game Boy in 98? I think it was almost 10 years old by that point.
Again, yeah, I saw that. I was like, by that point, the Game Boy Color was well out. I mean, and plus, look at the gameplay. The gameplay is in color. The gameplay behind him is in color. It's like, it makes more sense for it to be the Game Boy Color. As a matter of fact, if it's a Game Boy Color that's purple, or that's not or purple or yellow, it could be like a tie-in to like, hey, LeBron James is part of the, Los Angeles Lakers now. And that could be a tie-in to that or something. I don't know. Something. Oh, for God's sakes. Sorry, my TV has a mind of its own sometimes. I wish I could control it, but alas, no. But again, this is just... well, I will say this, it probably could tie in because LeBron is from a pretty... was from a pretty poor upbringing. But at the same time, I don't know. The Game Boy Color wouldn't be that expensive.
On his Game Boy?
Everyone I knew had one. Even the poor kids. I mean, hell, if my friends Daniel and Jesse could afford one, as a matter of fact, they were able to afford two, and their dad was a beatnik. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and that's the thing. He was a great musician, but he was a beatnik. The dude wouldn't work to save his life. But anyway, yeah, so let's go ahead.
In 98? I think it was almost 10 years old by that point. What other handheld system was out by that? Okay, it's not that far-fetched.
You could be a once-in-a-generation talent. Focus on the game of basketball.
Again, Wood Harris, a great actor, a really good actor that is wasted on this film. Hold on, let's see. Game Boy Color. Actually, okay, so the Game Boy Color wasn't out at that... What may not have been out at that point because it came out in 90... Okay, so yeah, it is 98, but at the same time, it's... Yeah, I might have spoke too soon about that. Maybe the Game Boy Pocket. I don't know. Either way,
And not these distractions.
Oh,
just stay focused, never leave your team, and everybody will love you fine.
Distractions.
Just stay focused, never leave your team, and everybody will love you fine. So LeBron throws out his Game Boy and almost instantly becomes a global superstar. Nintendo would like to talk with how you used him in your commercial movie.
LeBron James.
While his star rises, his son Dom, played by Cedric Joe, is talking with his brother about how he's more into making video games than playing basketball.
Like how you're almost ready to tell Dad about the E3 game camp next weekend? I just think you should rip the Band-Aid off and ask him.
You just saying that because he says yes to everything you ask.
Okay, good practice. Want to act for real this time? If you think I'm too hard on these kids, don't worry. They'll look like a pair of Oliviers when LeBron starts talking.
What's your fundamentals? Darius, chill out. You know I got full court vision. Are we quitting on each other now? Can't be great without putting in work.
Can't be great without putting in work. Son, what are you doing? Look, they're supposed to be cold and emotionless, but then there's also, using your eyebrows, using your cheeks, using your jaw to emote more. Instead, all you got is LeBron just like... It's like, you can almost see the cue cards in his eyes of the lines he's supposed to read. Because he couldn't be bothered to study the script. Look at right there, that little square in his eye right there. That's got to be a cue card of the guy behind the camera just like... Okay, but God have mercy.
You want to put in the work? How about one acting class, LeBron? This is strange because he actually did make an appearance in another movie called Trainwreck, and he was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, he was.
Timing, pacing, delivery, he wasn't bad.
So you owe $32.43. Just pay your part. It's better for our friendship.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I think I left my wallet.
Fuck you.
It's right in the car.
I don't know. Maybe that director knew how to make certain people humorous because, man, this one knows how to make every person sound like a school play put on by the Department of Motor Vehicles.
What was that? Everything in between these four lines is work. Come on, Dom. You gotta
Work.
concentrate.
Stop it!
Work.
Your angry whisper is raised to a dull roar! Not to say this awkward acting can't be hilarious in its own right.
Dinner time. What are we having for dinner? Spaghetti and meatballs?
Oh, that's my favorite.
Okay. See, the slapstick is funny. The slapstick, I saw that, I was like, not bad, not bad.
Spaghetti and meatballs?
Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah, again, LeBron's emote is just like, instead of going like, ooh, my favorite, instead he's like, oh, my favorite.
I wasn't even advertising anything, but it was said so awkward it felt like it was.
No.
Ooh, that's my favorite.
If you haven't figured it out yet, LeBron is the overbearing dad who means well, but doesn't understand his son. This cliche has been done to death, but I will give credit, it is off-brand for a superstar like this. It is, in a strange way, kind of a risk for a guy who still wants...
Sanaya Martin Green, also another tremendous actress. Another tremendous actor part of this film. Just wasted.
Wants to sell a lot of merchandise.
If I don't stay on him, all the
He
distractions...
doesn't need a coach. He needs his dad.
I remember they deleted a scene in the first one where Michael Jordan horsewhipped his kids. But they figured an R. Kelly song would make the film uncomfortable enough. Meanwhile, in the Lame Tricks, Don Cheadle plays an AI named Algae Rhythm. Yeah, remember, this is the same series that came up with a Mean Team, who's looking for a popular symbol to promote the Warner Brothers serververse.
He's Monster. Hold on.
Don Cheadle plays an AI named Algae Rhythm.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
Yeah, remember, this is the same series that came up with a Mean Team, who's...
Mean Team? They were the Monstars. Dude, Doug, come on. You gotta remember that. Actually, no, he doesn't. He's probably watched so many movies, everything's just blended together in his head. He probably watches Blade Runner and be like, hey, I love Star Wars. I'm joking, by the way. Love you, Doug.
Who's looking for a popular symbol to promote the Warner Brothers serververse.
He's a family man, an entrepreneur, a social media superstar with millions of fans.
He's adored by all people, most people, enough people.
All of China, because he will not speak out against their atrocities, but yet he's more than happy to call out people who threaten his sneaker deals.
So, Cheadle is to this movie what Dennis Hopper was to the Super Mario Brothers movie. While the other actors look uncomfortably lost, he looks too comfortable acting however the flying fuck he wants.
Yes! Thank you.
He probably told him he wanted over the top.
Spec on my name, right? Oh, man.
Every line he's like, I don't care if this works or not. I'm still convinced I'm Captain Planet from 10 years ago.
Priceless! Hello. So, no. Get ready. This make you feel all insignificant, don't it? They're alive! Alive!
I'm sorry, I voiced Donald Duck now.
I must sabotage you for Disney.
LeBron checks in on Dom's new game he's been developing and his fucking Star Trek technology that scans any 3D image into his computer via phone. Oh, he also has a tambourine. I don't fucking know.
Attempting to make it look like we know how game development works. Oh, for God's sakes. Like, hey, look at this.
Ooh! Posterized.
Posterized? Is this not real basketball?
Is this one of those games of video the village elders say do not speak of?
When LeBron tries doing his signature move, though, a glitch occurs, deleting the character from the game. Yeah, sounds right. I remember when they fixed an eyelash on Sora and it completely erased him from Smash Brothers. I game, fellow kids!
My entire character is gone.
He tries making it up to Dom by bringing him to Warner Brothers to talk about a new marketing idea.
Please don't, Dad.
Did you just say, please, Dad?
No, I said please.
Dad.
When you make...
Hold on. I got it.
Posterized.
Posterized? Is this not...
I noticed something as well.
Is this one of those games of video the village elders say do not speak of?
That's Jesse Eisenberg. I cannot believe I didn't know. How come I never noticed that before? Moving on. My brain's already like cracked in half right now.
Abdul-Jabbar look like Daniel fucking Day-Lewis. He's invited to see HBO Max, the Serververse, and is asked to be their spokesperson. He does a great impression of his reaction when this movie was pitched to him.
This idea is just straight up bad.
I'm a ball player. You know, and athletes acting, that never goes well.
This is like a meta version of Jeff Goldblum saying it's a bad idea to open a dinosaur park after they opened the dinosaur park.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You're saying what I'm thinking. You're canceled, algorithm.
What a terrible idea.
With all due respect, Silverman, you shouldn't be talking about your expertise on internet culture.
I don't think she should be talking about much at all. I mean, after all, that woman's been canceled. Actually, being canceled doesn't really do anything anymore. I remember when people was like, Sarah Silverman is over party, and I'm like, she's still here. In spite of everything. I mean, God.
Somehow, this spirals into a conversation about his son going to game design camp when LeBron wants him to go to basketball camp.
I'm not going to basketball camp, Dad.
You don't have to be scared. You got amazing potential on the court.
Yeah, amazing potential for water aerobics.
What?
Dom.
Stop, don't come back.
LeBron follows him to the elevator while Al G plans to lure them to the serververse.
You know I can't let you back out of camp like that. You made a commitment.
You make me hate basketball.
Well, if it makes you feel better, kid, you're not alone.
You never let me just do me.
This is about that time I caught you jerking it to Flo from those Progressive commercials.
No!
Weird one.
He pulls him into the serververse, and is it just me or is LeBron getting better in this?
We're in the computer.
You know I'm claustrophobic.
Dad.
Hey Siri, can you let us out of here, please?
Siri?
Who goes there?
Alright, you can tell me. You got this footage when he was shooting a late night sketch, right? He is literally smiling at the camera.
Yeah. Again, and I know Doug's enjoying this. Doug has the right to enjoy this. He can think about this whatever the hell he wants. Me, I'm watching this, and it just still irks me. The only thing that really, the only few things in this film that actually made me laugh some is some of the slapstick and also some of the cameos, including one cameo coming up, if they do show it. I hope they do. That features a certain belching old man and his nervous grandson.
Algie, naturally, challenges LeBron to a basketball game where the winner gets his son, after showing he can't even give a scream convincingly. It's one word. It's not even a word, it's a vowel. You can't even get a vowel right. He's dropped with a quote-unquote reject to search for a team. This is, of course, Toon World, where Bugs Bunny lives.
I'm shorter than Kevin Hart.
I know who that is, and he is short. Good commentary, movie.
What the? I'm a cartoon?
No.
Cartoons are animated. You're more like a cardboard cutout.
What's up, Doc?
Bugs Bunny?
No, I forsook cartoons for basketball. Thou shalt not succotash.
Aren't you LeBron James?
Big Chungus reference, even though they have no idea why they're referencing it in 3, 2, 1.
Big Chungus. They wasted Big Chungus on this. The meme. They wasted the Big Chungus meme on this movie.
Cotton Wabbit.
We don't know why the internet's applauding that, but we'll take it.
My
Well,
God.
yes, it does take a while for the Looney Tunes to show up compared to the first one. The setup is pretty funny. Algie convinced the Looney Tunes that the other worlds in the serververse are better, and they completely abandon Bugs, which is something I 100% believe they would do. Bugs spends his days getting drunk on carrot juice, pretending they're still around, talking to dummy versions of them.
Oh.
I'd be lying if I said plastered bugs was something I ever thought I'd see, but I'm glad I witnessed it.
And I wish them all the best in their new endeavors.
Family's everything.
Yep, family.
Did I ever tell you the time I pants Mickey Mouse on Who Framed Roger Rabbit? One testicle. Nobody knows that! LeBron says he needs to form a team, and Bugs says he can help. So he tricks Marvin the Martian by stealing his ship. These entrances are cute, but the last door on a rocket ship rocket shipping away, that's goddamn hilarious.
Again, some of the slapstick and some of the stuff in this is actually pretty funny. It's just wasted on...
Just get back in our ship and out of your way.
Sorry, I don't read sign language. That's more the Coyotes thing.
After in-joke 1,000,012 for animation nerds, they stretch out across the serververse to find their team. These scenes are hit and miss, but the hits are pretty clever. Seeing Daffy as Super Duck causing the crimes he's trying to save people from, that's great. Sam in Casablanca being Yosemite Sam, also pretty good. Even dated references like Austin Powers strangely work, not because of Elmer as Mini-Me, but the topper with Shave Sylvester as Mr. Bigglesworth.
Oh my gosh.
Also, I'm not gonna say that Warner Brothers stole my idea that Fury Road was a long Roadrunner cartoon, but I will say lawyer up because my attorney is fucking ruthless.
My legal team is Twitter, and they know how to hashtag.
Oh god. Oh, Psycho Fangirl.
But like I said, there are some misses. Like family-friendly Rick and Morty.
We're done running tests on your Badger thing. It turns out his condition is irreversible. I'll never erase what I saw from my brain. It's your problem now, dum-dum.
Part of me is amused that they're in a kid's film at all, but man, they needed some R-rated writing.
Yeah, they did.
It's funny because later in the film, they do a joke where Al G swears at his players and they bleep it out.
That doesn't matter at all. What matters is that I win this game.
I think instead using that joke here might have worked.
I'll never erase from my brain. It's your problem now, dum-dum.
This Matrix parody might have been cute if every movie didn't do it 20 years earlier.
Yeah.
Got nothing on me, bro.
There's a scene where Foghorn Leghorn is Daenerys.
Winter, I say, winter is coming.
What the fuck? I don't even have the words. And of course, we have the return of Lola Bunny. Okay, so I made a big stink in the last one about how Lola had no personality outside of bunny boobies. And yes, it is still admittedly weird that this cast that's been naked for years and years suddenly has one that's anatomically correct. But the fact is, there's plenty of characters who are designed sexy but can still be funny.
Yes.
The big problem with Lola was she wasn't funny. She wasn't even loony. Her only shtick was she didn't like to be objectified while she constantly objectified herself.
Well, it's her choice. It's her choice to do that. I mean, honestly, I know plenty of women out there who portray themselves like however they want to be. And honestly, that's, again, whenever they are hypocritical about it, to the point where it's just like, don't objectify me. Again, it's just, it is weird, but yeah, I don't know.
But again, if you know kids' movies around 96, the personality of the token girl was to be the token girl. Well, since that's what the most 1996 movie gave us, what does the most 2021 movie give us?
Strong...
A Cards Against Humanity answer.
Oh my gosh. Strong female character. Or, as I've heard so many people say all over the internet, woman strong.
Yep, she's just strong, and that's it.
I spent years training for this. Do not mess it up for me.
I guess that's a percent better, but come on, they're having fun with Lola's character in other versions.
Yeah.
She's voiced by Zendaya, and she's been funny and stuff. Give her a damn personality. Again, though, it does match the criteria of being the most 2021 product. I mean, I can't act like I don't see the same bland character recently.
I'm glad that Doug at least called that shit out. Because he talks about bland. And what do we have? Bland, bland, bland. Sadly, even though I thought that Sonya had potential. But, again, I think they wasted all their good material on Kano. Because he carried that film. Bland. Oh my god.
I guess I can't be that mad. This moment of her training to be an Amazon is creatively done, and even though I feel like it's borrowing a lot from Spider-Verse, it does so in an impressive way. It's a pretty cool sequence.
You are now an Amazon. Now go with your friends.
Deliver your Amazon packages. Here's a bottle for you to piss in. When you're promoted, you get a funnel.
I was gonna say, I forgot, is that Rosario Dawson as Wonder Woman?
Deliver your...
You are now an Amazon. Now go with your friends.
That is Rosario Dawson. I was gonna say, why couldn't they get Gal Gadot? Maybe scheduling conflict. I don't know. I mean, she is under contract with Warner Bros. To be Wonder Woman. I think this could... Wait, maybe they didn't want her to do it because this would have counted as her playing Wonder Woman in a movie, and technically she could have gotten out of her contract. Oh, I get it now. Contracts are a bitch.
Deliver your Amazon packages. Here's a bottle for you to piss in. When you're promoted, you get a funnel. By the way, does Warner Brothers own Hook? Because this is Hook.
I think it's really a shame that your dad doesn't support you.
You won't let me be me.
I'd let you be you.
Dom, did he ever go to your baseball game?
I don't play baseball.
Nobody cares, Dom. We're the most boring part of the movie.
Yes.
No, really. The movie does grind to a halt whenever these two are together. The only saving grace is other basketball players proving they can out-awful LeBron.
I'm next. Because if Clay's in it, then I'm in it.
Hey, if I'm gonna be in this game, I need a superpower or something.
I need one of those special modes.
Bad touch, bad touch, bad touch.
Hello?
Hi, Michael Jordan. It's the Nostalgia Critic.
How did you get this number?
Remember when I made fun of your acting in Space Jam?
I have no idea who this is.
Well, I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. I had no idea how worse it could have been.
Do you know how powerful I am?
I'll talk to you later, buddy, okay?
I can mail you to yourself.
I'm sorry, but in my head, okay, Doug, I think to make a reference to The Last Dance, you should have had Doug say, you should have had Michael on the phone say, I know that's Malcolm, but you should have had Michael say, and then I took that personally. I'm sorry.
He took it well.
And then I took that personally.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time is now for people in suits to be behind podiums screaming about what? Stamps.com! If you're looking for ways to skip the trip to the post office and dodge all that hectic holiday shopping traffic, why not save time and money with Stamps.com? Stamps.com lets you compare rates, print labels, and access exclusive discounts on UPS and USPS services all year long. It just makes sense, especially if your business sends more mail and packages during the holidays. But how's my experience with Stamps.com been? You see, all asking that. It's great! Whether you're selling online or running an office or side hustle, Stamps.com can save you so much time, money, and stress during the holidays. Access the post office and UPS shipping services you need without taking the trip. And get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 40% off USPS rates and 76% off UPS. Oh, yeah, I said it! I said it! Go all the way! I said it! Hi! Going to the post office instead of using Stamps.com, it's kind of like taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Just going up a couple of floors? Sure, take the stairs. Walking up 30 flights a day, you could use a break. If you spend more than a few minutes a week dealing with mail and shipping, Stamps.com is a lifesaver. You'll save so much time and money. You'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. And get your quotes ready for this. We got a special offer. Yeah, you better be writing this down. Do people still do that, right on notepads and stuff? I don't know. Some of you still wear fedora hats. I make you all up. None of you are here. Save time and money this holiday.
As I say, that's one big misconception. Whenever they say you fedora wearing incel, it's like, first off, it's a trilby. Second off, yes, most of them are incels, but still, it's a trilby, not a fedora. Indiana Jones wears a fedora. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Season with Stamps.com. Sign up at Stamps.com/nostalgia for a special offer that includes a 4-week free trial, free postage, and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. That's Stamps.com/nostalgia for your special offer today. Yeah, I know a lot of you want to chime in. Chime, I got a transition! When your online checking account balance is running low, the last thing you need is $33 overdraft fee. Overdraft fees have gotten out of hand. In 2019, traditional banks took $11 billion in overdraft fees. Chime does something different. Chime is an award-winning app and debit card that has saved its members more than $10 billion in overdraft fees with
$10 billion? That's almost as much as $11 billion. Wow, they must be doing great work.
Fee-free overdraft. Eligible members can overdraft up to $200 on debit card purchases and cash withdrawals with absolutely no fees. That's right. What? Now you deserve to have financial peace of mind. Join the millions of Americans already loving Chime. Sign up takes only 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score. Get started today at Chime.com/nostalgia. That's Chime.com/nostalgia. Now get ready for that fast stuff they all have to say at the end. Banking services provided by and debit card issued by Bancorp Bank or Stripe Bank. NA members FDIC. Spot me eligibility requirements apply. Overdraft only applies to debit card purchases and cash withdrawals. Limits start at $20 and may be increased by $200 by Chime. Chime member overdraft overdraft fee savings based on eligible members' use of SpotMe v. $33 average overdraft fee. Overdraft fee data based on bank rate checking account survey. NCRL June 2020 overdraft fees report. I'm a guy shouting at a podium. I know where I need to be, but I'm gonna walk off like I do. Check him out today.
It's like the door was locked over there. Yeah, the door was locked on that one side, so he went over to the
LeBron shows the gang how to play basketball, like a basketball movie with them didn't happen, and they make references that even characters invented in the 30s would find dated.
That's some fancy footwork, Doc. Let me try.
Even if that joke was in the first one, people would be like, whose white grandpa wrote that? Algae arrives for the game, and on top of making LeBron 3D again, he makes the tunes 3D as well. I guess a lot of people were thrown off by these designs, but honestly, I wasn't bothered.
Yeah, they're alright.
I do prefer them hand-drawn, but I get they wanted to upgrade things, and again, 2021 time capsule, everything is CG.
Hey man, I was going to say, this is a really good film, and I haven't seen Luca. And Troll Hunters, yeah, I like Troll Hunters alright. But Mitchell's versus the Machines is an awesome film. Y'all need to check that. Y'all should check that out. I hope Doug's checked it out. I wonder what Doug thought of it. Hey, Doug, make a review on the Mitchells versus the Machines. I would love to know what he thinks.
It's also a little neat to see the other Warner Brothers cartoons given the same treatment, as a ton of their characters fill the seats. And they said the Warner Brothers store would never come back. Algae brings people from the real world in the stands as well, including LeBron's family. Yeah, kind of funny in a movie about ignoring a kid, 2 other kids get completely ignored. And we're introduced to the other team, the Goon Squad.
Queen of the web.
A part of me thought maybe it'd be cooler if other Warner Brothers villains made up the bad team, like the Joker, Mojo Jojo, Darkseid. But again, I think they wanted to stay on brand with an original bad guy team, and combining real players with monster elements is kind of creative. I like the way these things look. While we're on the subject, the background characters totally steal the show. Mr. Freeze in particular, I'm totally convinced would act the exact same if Arnold was there.
Kind of, yeah. But I will say this, why the fuck are the Droogs there? Those guys are literal rapists. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
Basketball, fleas pot.
That one, yeah.
Also, is Batman doing the blowjob thing?
Monster dunk, and she dunks again, and again, and again.
Eat that, eat that, eat that.
Apparently the Toon Squad is unaware that the opposing team is deadly allergic to French skunks.
Wow! Dark! Stupid dark! Oh, I know why that, but here's the thing, I know why they excluded Pepe Le Pew, because of the whole thing. He's like, oh, Pepe Le Pew's a rapist. It's like, yeah, again, he's an animal. And he's a skunk. He's supposed to, like, be representative that of a scoundrel. Again, I damn.
There certainly are a lot of serial killers and rapists in this family.
Oh my god! Yes! Oh, he pointed it out. Yeah, serial killers and rapists, but too much for a freaking Pepe Le Pew. Jerks.
Film tonight.
This is not going well.
Yeah, that's what most of the critics thought.
Mm-hmm.
The gang gets ripped apart, but Sylvester says he found a secret weapon.
But I found Michael Jordan!
You found him?
I can feel his power already!
Now granted, this joke takes way too long to get to the punchline that you probably figured out what it's gonna be, but it is still pretty damn clever.
Jordan!
That's Michael B. Jordan.
How
It's alright.
could you think he was his Annis? I thought he aged gracefully.
Not all Jordans look alike, you walking racist! I love Daffy writing Trade Sylvester when honestly, this would have gotten just as big a laugh.
Actually, I think the racial sensitivity training would have actually gotten a much... Yeah, that would have got a much better laugh, yeah.
Bugs, time to do what you guys do best.
As you'd expect, LeBron learns not to be such a sourpuss and that the only way to win is to let the Looney Tunes be loony. And what's LeBron's definition of being loony? Literally just smiling. Still technically more loony than anything Lola's done. Again, while not every joke works, some of these make me laugh hard. I'm now realizing Gossamer was put in this movie just for this one joke, but damn it, it's a good joke.
Take it to the other end. These silly tunes don't have what it takes to win.
We rapping now? We rapping?
Oh yeah, this scene.
Yeah, this is just... For some that are funny in this, there are some that literally hit a brick wall and make me wish to run my car into a brick wall at 150 miles an hour.
This moment is like Mufasa's death in Lion King. You hate to see it coming, but you know you have to go through it.
What up? It's Porky Pig. They call me P-double-L-G.
Never forget we did this. May it be written in all the history books next to all our biggest failures that we let this happen.
Show 'em who you really are, notorious P.I.G.
There's nothing sacred.
The sad thing is, this could actually be a decent idea. A rap with a character who stutters could be pretty humorous. In fact, at first, it looks like they might go that route. But quickly you realize whoever wrote this was not a fan of Straight Outta Compton because he thought Cool as Ice was more street.
This pig is lit. I'm super legit. Every time I'm out in public, people asking me for pics.
Oh my god, we're actually losing points! We're losing points! How is that possible?
Well, the internet will kill me if I don't make this reference.
Let's green egg and ham it.
I'm actually surprised how many levels that works on. How bad is this scene? No joke. It kinda kills the movie. I'm not even kidding. When I was watching this again, I only remembered one thing that happened after this. We'll get to that in a bit, but there's about 20 minutes left, not including the credits, and almost none of it is funny or entertaining. They do another Matrix joke with Granny.
She is the one.
When was this written? LeBron acts out a dramatic moment with his son, which is about as emotional as you would think.
Dom, your game is amazing, son. But I guess I would have known that if I'd have listened more. I want you to be yourself. Do you understand how much I love you?
Seriously, was Tina Belcher your acting coach?
Things that I went through to get where I am now had to be a certain way.
Tammy, spill that. Jimmy Jr., mop that up with your pants.
I don't even know if I'm saying this right.
I'm a smart, strong, sensual woman.
Oh, God.
And Al G says he's gonna turn himself into a monster. Well, cool, with designs like these, he ought to look pretty fun. Oh, he's just a shitty CGI version of himself. Not since switching out a giant snake with a giant parrot have I been so intimidated. I guess we do get this scene out of it.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
If he...
Don Cheadle's like, man, King Kong ain't got nothing on me. And King Kong's just like, what? Sorry. I might cut that. Post-production, please. If it fits and it works, don't cut it. But if it does work, if it doesn't work, cut it. Or if it does work, don't cut it. But if it does not work, don't leave it in. Do not leave that in.
Added a snap, that would have been the funniest scene in the movie. There is one thing that brings it back to that sweet, epically ridiculous schmaltz, and that's Bugs Bunny sacrificing his life for the team. Yep, he performs the glitch that deletes a character and he slowly dies. Oh, and you better believe they play it totally straight.
That's the least loony thing you've ever done.
You got that right. But taking care of the people you love is fundamental.
The needs of the loony outweigh the needs of the doc.
How'd I do, Coach?
Thank you.
Yeah, I believed his death in What's Opera Doc more, and that's when he literally turned to the camera saying it was all an act.
We did it. We're all back together again.
Hey, where's Peppy?
And yes, your first guess as to what his last words are is totally correct.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, sorry, Porky. Guess those can't be your last words anymore. Kinda stole the thunder from you. But hey, maybe you can pick something from that shitty rap.
He turns into goddamn pixie dust and ascends into heaven, leaving his shape in the air. This is both laughably epic and epically laughable at the same time. He should just mumble to himself that he's Superman while he's at it.
Superman.
But, big surprise, it doesn't really stick. LeBron lets Dom go to his game design camp and Bugs is just randomly there. The reason?
I told you, I'm a toon, Doc. I can survive anything.
This is when the movie posts, we don't give a shit. It's fucking Space Jam. And you know what? I really don't give a shit either. I just have fun. Space Jam: A New Legacy is entertaining for many in 2021, the same reason the first one was entertaining for many in 1996. It's a family film's zeitgeist that'll be immediately dated. Hell, chunks of it are already. But embraces what it is and gives its target audience what it wants. Do I wish this could be legit funny all the way through and work on the same level as something like Lego Movie? Absolutely. But as someone who didn't get into the first Space Jam, but honestly really wanted to, this had a little bit more self-awareness that I was looking for, ranging from laughably cringy to enjoyably clever. It's hard to say this is a film everyone will like, and it's very clear why a lot of critics didn't enjoy it. But as someone who grew up finding charm in a generation of cartoons that did the same thing, I found a similar charm here. Whether it's ironically, sincerely, or somewhere in between, this is a film I think a lot of people are going to be entertained by, one way or another.
You know, this trailer's growing on me. Hey, how long till the movie comes out?
You just saw it.
The trailer was the entire movie.
Yes, so we can fit in more runtimes. Well, what would the trailer for the trailer be?
Oh, well, that would be trailer the movie, which would also be commercial the movie, which would also be...
You're robbing us, aren't you?
Took you long enough to notice.
Bye. Should we stop them?
The people watching probably have other videos to view, so we should wrap this up.
Good idea.
Dom, do you understand how much I love you?
Oh my god. So yeah. That film's painful. Like, I respect Doug's opinion on a lot of things. He can feel however he wants. I mean, again, he was too young to get it. Me, I grew up, I was, I think, 7 or 8 years old when the first one came out. And it was, and to me, it was like genuinely a fun time. And then in this one, I don't know. I guess I felt closer to how Doug felt with the first one. I mean, it's weird, because, again, there's so many jokes that could have been written. So again, not all films can be written by Lord and Miller, as no matter how much you want them to be. I mean, because that's the thing. Phil Lord and Chris Miller, say what you will about them as, like, you know, creative minds, but let's see. Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Yeah, there they are. So, So in terms of, in terms of writing, they have done some amazing work. You know, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, the Lego Movie, Into the Spider-Verse, and then of course Across the Spider-Verse 2, you know, part 1 and part 2. They also wrote the Lego Movie 2, the second part. And yeah, they also have written in terms of television. Let's see. Wow, they wrote Method and Red. Really? Really? Are you kidding me? Wait, hold on. How? Okay, so they wrote episodes. Let's see, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So they assisted in the writing of 4 episodes. Damn. I was not aware of that. They also worked on How I Met Your Mother. They directed the pilot for Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Last Man on Earth, and then The After Party. Let's see. What's The After Party? Oh, all right. But they're very talented writers, and they are really good at tying dialogue together and making things work. And I look at, okay, say what you will about Solo, a Star Wars story. If you like the film, you like the film. Okay, fine. But Lord and Miller were basically booted from the production of it, and basically, booted like in the middle of production as well. That's the thing. 4 months into production, they were booted, and then they were replaced with Ron Howard halfway through. And oh my god. So I really wish that we would be able to see the Lord and Miller cut of Solo, a Star Wars story. But I guarantee you they weren't finished filming. I would have loved to have known what their what their take on it was going to be. Again, this was when I was still hopeful for a bunch of shit. But instead, now here we are, and it's 2022, and I am lost. I have lost faith in a lot of things. I lost faith in... Dude, you know how hard it is? How hard it was for me to lose faith in Star Wars? It was very hard. Alright? It was very, very difficult. But yet, here we are. I just... Oh, God. And I'm not going to go into, like, how bad I feel about the fact that, the Star Wars franchise is now in the middle of the shit, or especially the films. Television-wise, they're doing pretty good. I mean, The Mandalorian was really good. I'm really hoping for a third season of that. Then we got the Book of Boba Fett, which, I gotta be honest, I mean, I've watched one episode so far, and I am loving it. And yeah, there's just so much that I love about it. But anyway, so this was this was the Nostalgia Critics review of Space Jam: A New Legacy. I'm just gonna peace out from here, y'all. I don't really have anything else. It is currently almost 3. Yeah, it's 2:41 in the morning. I gotta get up early. I've got shit to do. So anyway, everyone, thank you all very much for tuning in. We hope to see you all soon. If you want to see more from the Nostalgia Critic, feel free to click the Channel Awesome name in the title of the video. And until next time, I'm Nate. I'll see you then. Peace out.